this explanation, another 8 questions. I skipped the last question, question number 25, because it is a straightforward modification from older version. Yeah, we did it many times, so I skip it. Yeah. All right. Question number 17. In Java Jdbc, which of the following statements about the queries is correct? Here I give you 2 statements to compare. Yeah. The first one, any query that can be represented by a statement object, okay, can also be represented by prepared statement object. Okay. The relationship between the statement object and the prepared statement object. Okay? Yeah. Second one, switch these 2 objects. So any query that can be represented by a prepared statement object can also be represented by a statement object. Yeah. Here, we know prepared statement is a sub interface of statement first. Yeah. Second, all right, which one can handle unknown parameters? Okay, yeah. Statement, prepare statement, all right, yeah. Prepare statement can handle unknown param. Right? This cannot. Okay? That's the main difference. Difference about unknown parameters. So use that property. You can easily find which statement is correct. The next one, in Java E web application, in order to access resource inside web-inf directory internally, internally, right? But the meaning of internally, I give you a related question before, but here I just modify that version, so you can go back to check the midterm question. In that one, I give 3 options. Okay, 3 options, 1 to 3. But here, I just select 1 option. Okay, 1 of the 3 options. You have to do it from a component inside the same web application. That is 1 of the 3 options. Okay, yeah. Next one, number 19. In the production situation of some Java web application. Yeah. I tested this similar one before, but in different wording. Usually, it is much harder to update the Java code than to modify some text configuration file. That's true. If we modify Java code, you need to recompile, redeploy, doing the whole thing. And to modify the Java code, you have to use Java programmers to do it. Non-Java programmers, you do not allow them to change your Java code, right? Yeah. But here, modify some text configuration file. Then you don't need Java programmers. Yeah. Yeah. Ordinary people with, some basic understanding, yeah, so they can do it easily. Yeah. Which of the following ways is the easiest in changing the behaviors of this web application? Easiest. Option A, changing annotations in certain Java source file. After you change annotations in Java source file, do you need to recompile it? Right? Compilation. Yeah. So here you use the compilation or not to see which one is easier. The second one, changing the Java code directly. Okay? The third one, changing data in certain XML configuration files. Yeah. All right. Number 20, in a Java program, we want to construct a map. Yeah. So this one, remember we had a similar question before. Here, just straightforward. So I just changed some, names here, right? I just changed these two names here. Yeah. Other than these two places, the same as before. So straightforward modification. Number 21. Which of following statements about Java annotations is correct? Here, I'm asking about this concept, single value annotation concept. Yeah, I gave you a similar question before. So you can see this final, we go through all those old questions. I just use different ways to give you the same set of questions. All right. An annotation that can be used as a single value annotation only supports one element. Only supports one element, the first option. The second one must have an element called value. Not necessarily support one, you can support more than one, but inside those multiple elements, there must be one whose the element name is called value. Second option. The third option has only one element called value. So not multiple, only one. That element is called value. Okay. Number 4 has only one element but called a name, not a value. Yeah. Name. Okay. Yeah. The last one must have so multiple elements but contain one special element. This special element is called name. Okay. Yeah. All right. So that's the number 21. Number 22. We in Jdbc, when we want to represent unknown parameters in a query, multiple unknown parameters in a query, we need to use some special symbol. Here, 4 special symbols, you need to pick the right one. Yeah. So pretty straightforward. Number 23, we did many times another way. Yeah. So here, dependency injection, right? Dependency injection, yeah. But here, what do we need? We need the right way to help us make changing the dependency object in a given business service easier in various situations. Yeah. In various situations, yeah. So we need to modify. Suppose we have multiple dependency objects, right? Multiple dependency objects in our service object, in our business service object. All right. Think about this special situation. Yeah. First, think about when we do testing, right? Yeah. Our old version, I use the testing environment situation. Yeah. When we do testing, first we want to test the one special feature, so we need these dependency objects. After that, we'll move to the next feature. Now I want to change some of the dependency objects. Okay, some of the dependency objects. In that way, which one is easier, right? Yeah, pretty much, that situation. Yeah. All right, so last question. When we use the request param annotation to copy values of certain HTTP parameters to Java variables, right? Java parameter variables of the method, certain method. Yeah. Can we use this way to implement data binding feature? Data binding, yeah. Here, think about the data binding, so we need to generalize data binding a little bit. Yeah. So generalize. So here, generalize data binding a little bit. The old data binding, we copy HTTP parameters to Java Bean properties, right? To Java Bean properties. Here we generalize not Java Bean properties, not necessarily Java properties, to Java parameter variables. Java parameter variables. Still copy, right? Still copy. But the copy is done automatically by the container. We do not need to do the copy. Yeah. You as the Java programmer, you do not need to do the copy explicitly. Yeah. So in a hidden way, container does that. That's the meaning. Yeah. So this question, it's a new question I created. New question I created. Yeah. But here I like you generalize our data binding from all the way. All the way is the copy HTTP param to, yeah, copy the value to Java Bean properties. Okay, yeah. Here, our extension use this annotation, right? So that annotation. So we may need to extend HTTP param to Java parameter variables of some methods. Okay, how about that? How about that? You know, yeah, not necessarily the same way as before. Not necessarily, you know, broader way. Okay, actually this way included, right? Included, yeah, because this annotation can also do this way. Okay, yeah, but more than that, it can do this another way, like this. Broader way to use this annotation to do the data copy automatically. Yeah. So the data binding, the essence of that data binding is copy data automatically. Okay. Yeah. So that's the essence of data binding. Copy data automatically by the container. Okay, by the container. All right, so if it satisfies that pattern, then you can make your decision. All right, yeah. All right, so I finished all 3 videos. Yeah, so we do not have much time, yeah, but you know, just try the best we can. Yeah. All right, so let me stop here.